Good morning or good evening whenever you listen this audio. How are you, my dear students in Prep 1? Hope you are fine. Let's start with our grammar point today on Unit 5, on Unit 6. Sorry, in Unit 6. Let's eat. Let's start with our grammar point. Our grammar point today is talking about countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns, the nouns that we can count, or the nouns that can be singular or plural. Singular or plural, like book, box, book singular, plural, box, pen singular, pens, apple, apples. So the noun that can be singular or plural, you can call them countable nouns. And we use the indefinite articles a and an before a singular countable noun, and the plural nouns usually ends in s. Like, look at this example. I like nuts. Nuts here is countable nouns because there is a singular nut. I need a bottle of water. A bottle of water here is countable nouns and is singular nouns. So I can say I need 3 bottles of water, 4 bottles, 5 bottles. So countable nouns, the nouns that we can count, and they always can be singular or plural. But uncountable nouns, nouns that don't have a plural form, and we cannot count them, and we cannot also use a and an before them. Like meat, water, cheese, all of these nouns, they don't have a plural form, so we have to call them uncountable nouns. Like, look at this example. I like cheese. I need water. I need meat. I like juice. So, countable nouns, the difference between countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns, the noun that can be singular or plural, and we can use a and an before a singular countable nouns. But uncountable nouns, the noun that don't have a plural form, and we can't use a and an before them. Some and any. Some. We use some with uncountable nouns. Like, there is some cheese. So with there is and some have and some has to followed by uncountable nouns. So there is some cheese. I can't say there is some apples. No. After some here, you have to put uncountable nouns. There is some cheese. There is some water. There is some pasta. There is some meat. There is some rice. And we can use some with countable nouns in the plural form. With there are. There are some peppers. There are some apples. I can't say there are some rice. No. After some here, we have to use a plural nouns, a plural countable nouns. There are some peppers. With any, we use any with countable and uncountable nouns in questions. Like, are there any peppers? Are there any peppers? In this example, after any we have to put countable nouns because in this questions we started with are there. Second question, is there any cheese? Is there any cheese? In this sentence, in this question, we use after any uncountable nouns because we started our question with is. So, are there any peppers? Are there any apples? Are there any oranges? I can't say, are there any rice? No. I have to put after any, in this example, countable nouns. Plural countable nouns. Is there any cheese? Is there any meat? Is there any pasta? I can't say in this question, is there any peppers? No, no, no. Because in this questions we have to put after any uncountable nouns. And we also use any in negative with countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Like, there aren't any figs. There aren't any figs. We put countable nouns after any in this example. So I have to say there aren't any figs. There aren't any apples. There aren't any raisins. There aren't any nuts. There aren't any bugs. There isn't any hummus. As you notice in this example, we use uncountable nouns after any. So we have to say there isn't any hummus. There isn't any pasta. There isn't any rice. There isn't any meat. There isn't any water. You understand? You got it? A lot of and enough. We use a lot of with countable nouns and uncountable nouns. In positive statements. With countable nouns and uncountable nouns in positive statements. Like, there is a lot of sugar. There are a lot of raisins. There is a lot of water. There is a lot of rice. I can't say there is a lot of apples. No. There are a lot of apples. I can't say there are a lot of rice. No. There are a lot of raisins. Okay? But enough, we use it to show that there is as much as we want or as many as we want. We use enough when we want to say something or we have something enough to do another thing. Like, if I want to make a cake. Yes, if I want to make a cake. So I have enough eggs to make a cake. So we use enough to say or to show that there is as much or as many as we want. With positive and negative. There is enough rice pudding for all the family. There is enough meat for all the family. There aren't enough ingredients. There aren't enough eggs. There aren't enough apples. So, you got it? I hope you got it. Too much and too many. We use too much more than enough. Too much means more than enough. You have more than enough. You have more something more than enough you want. We use it with uncountable nouns. So too much means what? You have something more than enough you want. And we use too much with uncountable nouns. Just with uncountable nouns. There is too much sugar. We spent too much time talking. There is too much rice. There is much rice. I can say there is much. Yeah, there is much rice. There is too much meat. So too much, we use it with uncountable nouns and means something more than enough you want. Like this tea, I can't drink this tea because it has too much sugar. Yeah, but too many, we have something more than enough we want. But we use too many with plural countable nouns. There are too many raisins. There are too many apples. There are too many books. You eat too many sweets. You eat too many raisins. You eat too many vegetables. So the difference between too much and too many with uncountable nouns, but too many with plural countable nouns. You got it? Hope you got it. The last point, or the last grammar point, should and shouldn't. All of you know we use should and shouldn't for giving advice. When you want to advise someone to do something or not to do something, you have to use should and shouldn't. The form subject should or shouldn't plus infinitive. When you want to advise someone to do something, you have to use should. So you should eat a lot of fruit and vegetables to be fat. You should stop smoking. You should study your lessons. You should study hard to pass the exam. But if you want to advise someone not to do something, you have to use shouldn't. You shouldn't eat too many crisps and cakes. You shouldn't sleep lately. You shouldn't stay up late. You shouldn't play in the street. You shouldn't use your phone a lot. Yeah? So hope you got it. Hope you got it. Let's start with some questions. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Number 1. There is rice on the plate. There is a rice. There is some rice. There is any rice. There is few rice. So rice here is uncountable nouns. So we use a or some or any or few. You can, yes, can you answer that? Yes, excellent. So there's some rice on the plate. Because rice is uncountable noun, so we use some. I have got sugar in my tea. A or an or too many, too much. So look at this example. Sugar here. Look at sugar. Is countable nouns or uncountable nouns? No, uncountable nouns. So we have to use what? Too much. Excellent. As I said before, we use too much with uncountable nouns and we use too many with countable nouns. 3. There are sweets. Any, a, many, lots. Oh, sweets here, countable nouns. Yes, I can't say any sweets. No, 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 no. Because we use any in negative and in questions. So I can use a? No, because a was singular nouns. I have to use what? Lots or many? Yes, excellent, many. So we use many with countable plural nouns. Number 4. There are people on the beach today. Let's go to another one. Too much people on the beach today. Let's go to another one. Or too many people on the beach today. Let's go to another one. There are enough people on the beach today. Let's go to another one. Or there are a lot of people on the beach today. Let's go to another one. Yeah. There are. Yeah. I can say enough people. Number 5. You always make a revision timetable. So you should always make a revision timetable. Hope you understand. Thanks for your listening. Waiting you on the next audio. Thanks.